KHJ Los Angeles.
6:30 with Charlie Tuna, your little brother. Give me a quarter and I'll go to the movies. Here's Ryworth. Stay tuned at 6:33 at KHJ with a free copy of the Bangladesh concert album for the fifth caller from the Foggy Valley or West LA at 7878-200. Call now.
Don't need to love it.
George Harrison. This is one of the many cuts on the Bangladesh concert album. And I am dashing off a copy of that Bangla concert album to Greg Colden of Encino. Congratulations. You got the free copy of that $10 album. It is. Your chance to win is coming up this morning, so stay tuned on that. 6:36 with Charlie. I just got an item from J. Paul Huddleston I cannot believe, but it's on the level. It came down the newswire a minute ago. Experts of the California Farm Bureau Federation have a new project underway affecting egg production. They are trying to breed long-legged chickens out of existence. You see, when a tall chicken stands up to lay an egg, the egg might crack when it hits the floor at the end of its fall. And the Farm Bureau experts say a short, fat chicken would solve the problem. I don't see how that's going to solve the problem. You get a short, fat chicken and the roosters won't be interested anymore.
In San Francisco, Phoenix, San Diego, Portland, drag racing fans are making plans for a trip to Los Angeles. Race cars from Texas, Ohio, Alabama, Georgia, and all points east are pulling into L.A. This coming weekend, the National Hot Rod Association officially opens the 1972 National Championship season at Lions Drag Strip. The NHRA Grand Premiere will be Lions' most important event ever. For the first time, official NHRA national records can be set on the fastest track in the world. More than a few racers will gamble $10,000 engines to garner the fame a national record brings. Prudhomme, Snow, Wiebe, Nicholson, Leal, McEwen, Levitt, everything and everybody the sport has to offer. The Grand Premiere will be strictly a daytime affair. Qualifying and national record Saturday 8 to 5 and all elimination Sunday. Gates open at 8 a.m., racing at noon. A free reserved seat can be yours by purchasing a pit-side ticket at Wallach stores, Ticketron, Liberty, and mutual agencies.
To those of you who didn't buy our first Vega last year, an announcement. You really haven't missed anything because the second Vega is here. Vega's a car with precise handling. It has big 10-inch front disc brakes and comfortable front bucket seats. All you'll be missing in the 72 Vega is the fun you would have had driving your 71. Vega, the little car that does everything well, again. Chevrolet, building a better way to see the USA.
93 KHJ.
A young undercover police officer disguised as a woman and who walked the streets of Van Nuys as a decoy has captured a man suspected of a series of rapes throughout the San Fernando Valley. This is J. Paul Huddleston, KHJ News.
I'm 5'8", which is that's the minimum height, for policemen. And so they picked too small as policemen they could find. To pass as women, it's pretty hard. Even at 5'8", it's pretty good size for a woman.
Officer Gregory Dusk wore bell-bottom capri pants and a red-haired wig, and when approached by the rape suspect, off came the disguise, and Johnny Totosian, a Northridge rubbish truck driver, would have at least 19 rapes in the valley, and is also being questioned in the sex slaying of a Van Nuys woman on Christmas Eve. KHJ News Time, 6:41. Long Beach lawmen are seeking a man in connection with the brutal stabbing murder of his estranged wife. Authorities told KHJ News that Deborah Liba, mother of 3 small children who lived with her parents on West 4th Street, was found sprawled in the hallway of the home last night when her parents returned from church. She had been stabbed more than 30 times, several knives, and a meat cleaver used. Her wedding picture resting on her chest. An all-points bulletin is out for her ex-husband, Raymond Liba. An early morning fire has caused nearly $10,000 damage to a Sunset Strip building. County firemen say the fire started when a leaking water heater gas line ignited in the basement of the building in the 8000 block. The blaze destroying the flooring and part of the structure's foundation. Police have broken up what they describe as a large-scale auto theft ring operating in South Los Angeles. Authorities are looking for 4, as many as 6 suspects, who are all described as wrecking yard operators. Officers say a break in the ring came during a raid on a large building on South Figueroa Street, where they found 10 automobiles in various stages of being dismantled and cut up. In addition to the 10 late model automobiles, police said there is evidence that 5 other cars had been given similar treatment. The ring is believed to have been operating for almost a year. A one-time business associate of Howard Hughes, Noah Dietrich, is out with a charge today that Hughes defamed him during last week's telephonic news conference from Bermuda. Dietrich objects to comments Hughes made, saying Dietrich had the same motives and same objectives as Robert Mayhew, who was ousted last year as head of the Hughes Nevada Hotel and Land Empire. Dietrich, who once served as chief executive of Hughes Tool Company, is demanding a public apology. And unless it comes within the next few days, he says he will file a slander suit against Hughes. Asked if the voice on the telephone from Bermuda was really that of Howard Hughes, he said,
"Absolutely. You see, in my 32 years, a rapid calculation, and I'm a CPA, I can do those things rapidly. In my 32 years, you take the number of weeks involved, and an average of at least 3 telephone conversations a week. You got over 5,000 telephone conversations. So I know what his voice sounds like over the telephone. Then we had many meetings face to face. You see, they couldn't, in my opinion, adopt the halting manner."
And Dietrich said that if he didn't believe it to be the voice of Hughes, he would not have issued his call for an apology and threatened suit unless he got one. Another threat to go to court is out from the Aerospace Workers Union. They're protesting the pay board's decision that they cannot receive their higher-than-guideline negotiated contract pay raises. Jim Quillian, district president of the union, told KHJ News,
We think the pay board, by decree, has made the entire aerospace industry workforce second-class workers and second-class citizens. We plan to proceed to court and to use whatever lawful means that are available to us to get the full negotiated contract that we agreed to with the companies and that was ratified by our membership.
Jim Quillian, the district president of the Aerospace Workers Union. KHJ News Time, 6:45.
Hello, this is Ed Prentice. Say, if Uncle Sam's recent price policies have you confused about new car values, don't worry about it. Everybody's confused. But in my opinion, there is one thing that has become perfectly clear. The American automobile is still one of the world's great values. Now, quite naturally, your Southern California Ford dealer is convinced his cars are the best buys in the market. And you know, I've got to agree. For example, I've never seen so many Ford Pintos in one place as I have right here at home. Pinto was born for our kind of freeway driving, and it's priced way down there with the imports. Or take the little Maverick. Ford calls it the simple machine because it's so easy to care for. I'm sure thousands of Californians can tell you all about Maverick's trouble-free maintenance. Well, it all proves a point. You don't have to go far for the world's greatest car values. Just down the street to your Ford dealers. Believe me, that's a better idea.
U.S. Army Sergeant Robert Procure, after a 6-day tour of Vietnam, told top South Vietnamese officials today the war in Vietnam is coming to a close. He says U.S. troops will continue to strike communist concentrations that endanger American bases, but major offensive operations have been taken over now by the South Vietnam. North Vietnamese troops today bombarded the Central Intelligence Agency-operated base of Long Chin, Laos, clashing with government troops nearby. Communists yesterday said the base had fallen, but Laotian troops still are reported retaining a foothold on a strip of high ground considered to be a key defense area of the base. Tel Aviv officials say villagers in Lebanon are being used as bases to attack Israeli settlements. So today, Israel made this week's third raid into the neighboring country, and one newspaper calls it the deepest penetration ever. Beirut says 4 buildings were destroyed and 1 woman was seriously injured in the raid. The Danish royal family has been called to the bedside of King Frederick IX by doctors who say death is only hours away for the 72-year-old monarch. King Frederick's condition has continued to worsen since he slipped into a coma yesterday. He suffered a heart attack last week. A rookie policeman is dead. 2 persons injured in the aftermath of a robbery in Lewistown, Iowa. A robbery suspect had warned police a brown paper bag that he was carrying contained a bomb. The rookie had just confirmed that it was an explosive when all of a sudden it went off. Marianna, Arkansas has spent the night under a curfew after a confrontation between police and black students allegedly led to the firebombing last night of a deputy sheriff's home. Black students walked out of the city's high schools after they were denied a holiday honoring Martin Luther King's birthday. KHJ Sports, the Lakers close out their current road trip tonight in Philadelphia. The Kings skated to a 1-1 tie with Boston last night. In college basketball, Long Beach State upended Los Angeles State 103-83. UCLA, the nation's #1 team, goes back into action tonight. They'll meet Stanford. Bruin coach John Wooden had this to say about the Indians.
Stanford seems to be better than they have been for several years, and they're
victory over Washington was a surprise to everyone, but apparently it was a well-earned victory.
UCLA coach John Wooden. Southern California also sees action at home tonight, meeting California. Trojan coach Bob Boyd had this evaluation of the Bears.
I think that Ainsley Truitt, their 6'9" center, is physically as good as any player in the league. They also have a very fine player in Coffrin, a big 6'8" forward who has been their leading rebounder and scorer to date. And I think the team has stabilized itself and has a number of fine games this year under spell to give anybody a good game.
SC coach Bob Boyd. In golf, Jack Nicklaus shot a 66 yesterday and owns a 3-stroke lead over Lee Trevino, Paul Moran, and Larry Mowry going into today's second round of the Bing Crosby tournament up in Pebble Beach. KHJ News Time, 6:50.
It's great to know you're good for more. When money's what you're looking for. And that's what Beneficial's for today.
Let me ask you. Why wait weeks for your income tax refund from the government? Why not start using the money now, even before you mail your return? How? With an instant tax refund loan from Beneficial Finance. It works like this. The instant you qualify for a loan, Beneficial will lend you the equivalent of your refund in cash instantly. The instant tax refund loan at Beneficial Finance.
At Beneficial, you're good for more. It's great to know you're good for more.
Want cash? Remember this. The one place to call for the money the minute you want it is Beneficial. At Beneficial, you're good for more. Beneficial Finance. Los Angeles weather, foggy this morning. Hazy sunshine this afternoon. High 64, light smog in the basin. In the valley, it's now 40 degrees. In Orange County, 47. Downtown Los Angeles, 48. And here in Hollywood, it's 46 degrees. This is J. Paul Huddleston, KHJ News.
Dennis Coffey and the Detroit Guitar Band, Little Scorpio with Tuna on a Shingle for breakfast. Charlie at 6:55 from KHJ. Scorpio, I'm an Aries, and Failsafe is a Virgo. I got the astrological forecast in front of me. You want yours for this morning, Virgo? All right, yours says, get out for a good time, but don't bother others who are too busy to accompany you. Don't spend too much, and perfecting some talent is good. I know your talent, and I know that six-packs aren't that cheap nowadays. This week, Pacific Stereo's offering a music system that might very well be the best sounding you'll ever hear. This extraordinary $1,200 system features Sherwood's very best 275-watt FM stereo receiver, Gerard's newest and best record changer, the 0100, and a pair of the amazing Bose 901 direct reflecting speaker systems. The price of $1199.95 for this truly excellent system saves you $105.55 off Pacific Stereo's normal discount and includes a 5-year warranty. Pacific's having a 1-week sale of pre-recorded cassettes, stereo 8, and reel-to-reel tapes. All 698 tapes for $474, all 798 for $564, and all 898 tapes for $649. Check the Sunday papers, probably either in the doghouse or in the parakeet's cage. For other values, like a $30 trade-in value for all present cartridges towards the new Empire cartridge. Trades are welcome at Pacific Stereo, North Hollywood, Santa Monica, La Habra, Torrance, and Costa Mesa. They're open till 9 on weekdays, till 5 on Saturday and Sunday.
Refresh, 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 refresh your taste. Chew Wrigley Spearmint Gum. Refresh your taste. For flavor, it's the one. The flavor's fresh and lively too. It cools your mouth. It's great to chew. Refresh your taste. Chew Wrigley Spearmint Gum.
You know, when you come right down to it, that's what millions of people like about Wrigley Spearmint Gum. Wrigley Spearmint's fresh, lively flavor really does refresh your taste.
Delicious and long-lasting too. Enjoy it daily. Millions do. Refresh your taste. Chew Wrigley Spearmint Gum. Refresh. Chew Wrigley Spearmint Gum. Refresh. Chew Wrigley Spearmint Gum. 93 KHJ, no one in the world. Tearing each other apart.
6:59, Charlie Tuna with some Box Tops Gold on KHJ. Remember?
Ticket for an aeroplane. KHJ Los Angeles.
Good morning, it's 7:01 on the Charlie Tuna Show. Next, Betty Wright, right? Wrong, right. It is Betty. And the cleanup woman. Take this script for openers. 7:04 with Charlie Tuna. The morning weather from KHJ. It is very foggy out, especially in the valley, and the high will eventually be 70.
No, I can't forget this evening.
Nilsson Schmilsson is the name of the album in case you want to go out and buy the whole product. That's one of the cuts off it from Harry Nilsson. I can't live without you. Come to think of it, with you isn't living either. 7:08 at KHJ. This is Charlie Tuna. You make the toast, I'll scrape it this morning. You probably won't be able to ski St. Moritz, Kitzbühel, Grenoble, or Garmisch this week. Too bad. But how about the world-famous San Bernardino Mountains right in your own backyard? Local snow conditions are great, both natural and man-made. It's a beautiful and easy drive, so come on up. Come on up to Southern California's Winter Wonderland. Enjoy skiing or just be a snow bunny at any of these famous local resorts. Mount Baldy, Lake Arrowhead Village, Arrowhead, Big Bear, Wrightwood, Crestline, Lake Gregory, Running Springs. I thought that was in Mexico. I won't tell you how it came to be named. Or Green Valley. Come on and join the fun. You'll enjoy the magnificent scenery, the clear, crisp weather, and the smell of wood smoke in the air. Stay over... That doesn't smell like wood smoke. Stay overnight or as many as you can in one of these mini cozy motels. Enjoy delicious meals or your favorite hot toddy in front of a roaring fireplace in one of the quaint restaurants. Visiting the famous San Bernardino winter resorts is like a trip to another country, only it's lots closer. Come on up and ski us sometime soon.
To those of you who didn't buy our first Vega last year, an announcement. You really haven't missed anything because the second Vega is here. Vega's a car with precise handling. It has big 10-inch front disc brakes and comfortable front bucket seats. All you'll be missing in the 72 Vega is the fun you would have had driving your 71. Vega, the little car that does everything well. Again. Chevrolet, building a better way to see the USA.
Power blackouts can happen here. A yes vote on Charter Amendment 1 January 18th city election will help prevent crippling blackouts in Los Angeles. Amendment 1 helps maintain good electric service at modest cost. Amendment 1 will not raise taxes. Amendment 1 changes an outdated provision in the city charter. It enables urgently needed electric facilities to be completed to prevent paralyzing blackouts in Los Angeles. Vote yes on Amendment 1. Paid for by Citizens for Yes on 1.
The concert for Bangladesh. The much-acclaimed album presented first on KHJ can be yours. Keep close to your phone and keep it on KHJ for your chance to win. The proceeds from the sale of the Bangladesh concert album benefit the United Nations Children's Fund for relief to the refugee children of Bangladesh. Many copies have been purchased at full price by KHJ for you and them.
93 KHJ.
7:13 on the Charlie Tuna Show. So now, no matter what happens, you've been warned. They're the Stylistics from KHJ. I just keep playing those hits. You've heard of Sesame Street and the Cookie Monster. This is Melrose Avenue in Hollywood, and I'm the Music Monster. Music. You are everything.
I saw somebody.
Stylistics. It's runner-up this week as the most popular song in Los Angeles. You Are Everything on KHJ. I want you all to open your morning paper to page 2. The news of the day in the Newsmakers column. Second story down, Mrs. Pat Nixon, the president's wife, said yesterday, she was quoting the president, she was talking about the faith the president has in women. And President Nixon, she said, has always said this would only be half the nation it is without women. I rest. 7:17 with Charlie Tuna. Now here's some exciting news from Thrifty. Have you heard about the Tussie Lip Ride? It's the reason that all the crowds are heading for Thrifty. It's for $1. Choose from 13 creamy, smooth Tussie shades that range from deeper pastel creams to shimmery frosters. At these prices, you can have the right lipstick for every outfit. So hurry down to your nearby Thrifty drug and discount store and pick up your favorites today. 2 lipsticks for $1 while they last.
You know how a man's hair looks after shampooing? Well, Protein 29 Aerosol Hair Groom puts back the control shampooing takes out. You know what? It works. Just put it on your hair while it's wet and comb. Takes out tangles, makes combing easier, and grooms not just on top but way down. So when your hair dries, it's under control. Protein 29 Aerosol Hair Groom. It's really different from all those other hairsprays.
Protein 29, the aerosol hair groom that puts back the control shampooing takes out.
You can get it today at your nearby Thrifty Drug and Discount store.
Thrifty is a drug and discount store. And much, much more.
You get it better at the Warehouse. Get the Morning After LP by the J. Giles Band, including It Ain't What You Do, It's How You Do It, and Looking for a Love. Mention you heard this commercial, and you'll get The Morning After by the J. Giles Band on Atlantic Records for the double discount price of just $3.29. Where at the Warehouse. 22 fantastic warehouse stores throughout California, including stores in Belmont Shores, Long Beach, 5286 East 2nd Street, in Panorama City, 8162 Van Nuys Boulevard, and in Santa Monica, 318 Santa Monica Boulevard, 1 block from the mall. Why not pick up The Morning After tomorrow morning? You must mention this announcement to get the J. Giles Band for the double discount price of only $3.29. Where? At the Warehouse. Whenever you want records and tapes, there's a warehouse wherever you are.
Now let's get the weather forecast from the weather cookie. It's another crummy one. I don't even want to read it. Gradually diminishing fog and low clouds. There is zero visibility in some parts of the San Fernando Valley this morning, I understand, so drive very carefully out there particularly. Hazy sunshine. The high should be around 68 at the Civic Center. Downtown this morning, 47. Here in Hollywood, 46 degrees.
93 KHJ. Long, long time ago, singing this'll be the day that I die.
That's Don McLean, the title track from his American Pie album. Only Soupy Sales knows what that really is all about. 7:27 at KHJ. Good morning, this is Charlie Tuna.
Hey, American woman. That's right, you. The one rushing around. The one getting everybody up and out and off to school. I know just how it is. That's why I'm here to remind you not to forget the one-a-day brand multiple vitamins, because I know you know how important they are, especially with the government reports that say many of us aren't getting enough vitamins. And with all the snack-type foods we eat, it's hard to know what vitamins we're getting. Well, with one-a-day, you know. For just pennies a day, you can be sure that every day your family's getting important vitamins they may need. And one-a-day vitamins are made to the highest quality standards. So remember, one a day. If you've got them, give them to the family now. If not, be sure to get them. They're one more thing for us to remember every morning, but they're well worth it. One-a-day vitamins. They're the most trusted, most taken vitamins in the world.
It's great to know you're good for more. When money's what you're looking for. And that's what Beneficial's for today.
Let me ask you, why wait weeks for your income tax refund from the government? Why not start using the money now, even before you mail your return? How? With an instant tax refund loan from Beneficial Finance. It works like this. The instant you qualify for a loan, Beneficial will lend you the equivalent of your refund in cash instantly. The instant tax refund loan at Beneficial Finance.
At Beneficial, you're good for more. It's great to know you're good for more at Beneficial.
Want cash? Buy an airline ticket and a parachute. Or remember this, the one place to call for money the minute you want it is Beneficial. At Beneficial, you're good for more. Beneficial Finance. If you're a manager of a small company looking for technical personnel, call the UCLA Placement Center. They have qualified job applicants in engineering and the applied sciences.
93 KHJ.
7:29, Tom Jones. And please, if you're getting dressed out there, don't throw any ladies' undergarments at the radio, particularly you undercover policemen.
Well, she's all you'd ever want.
KHJ Los Angeles.
7:32 with Charlie Baby Tuna.
I know it.